Hi, I'm Elaine. Welcome to Top Tip Tuesday on my Stamp with Elaine Facebook page. My top tip for today is on how to store your cling stamps. Before the new cling came, I didn't bother to put the corresponding sticker to my images. Instead, I would put them on the corresponding space inside the cover like so. I'd know where the stamp would go, and I would keep this rubber sheet that the stamps came in so that I would know immediately at a glance if a stamp was missing. And each stamp still had its home. With the new cling stamps, I have started putting the stickers on the back of the stamp, but if you leave it in the stamp case, sometimes it's really difficult to lift the stamps up. So this is how I store my stamps. I still have the rubber sheet here, but what I've done instead, you see this sheet? I've kept the sticker sheet and I've trimmed it right back, and the stickers originally come from here. And I've peeled it off and put it on the stamp, so it's not sticky, but there's some sort of waxy texture to it, so that the stamps don't really stick to it, and it just makes it really easy to store and take them out, so I don't have any problems. I've put all the stamp images on the back of my stamps now, and it leaves the, what shall I call this, a negative, with all the spaces where the stickers originally were. So I leave all my stamps on this side of the case. I take this sheet and I trim it fairly close, and this is to enable me to have as much exposed, I don't know what to call it. I just trim away as much of this as I can, as close as I dare, so that when I place this rubber mat over it, there'll be as much of this rubber that I can attach to the box to make it stay down and secure. I'm not sure I'm explaining myself very well, but you'll see what I mean when I finish doing it. If I put the stamp back, then you won't be able to see what's through the paper, what the stamp is. So I actually stamp the images on the back of this piece, Tuxedo Black Memento ink, and stamp the images in the spaces. And then make sure you allow it time to dry so it doesn't smudge. So there's all the images stamped on the back, and then I allow it to dry. Now you notice that I cut the rubber quite close to the stamped image. I don't cut the foam, only the rubber. Not everybody does it, but it does prevent the stamp from blooming or ghosting, and my customers and I never have that problem. That is, if they use my stamps, they don't have that problem. Okay, now I think that's dry, so it's time to put it in the stamp case. So I'll do that, and then you have to position the rubber so that it is over the stamps and that none of the surplus stickers will show. And then I use a block to stamp it down to make sure that the mat stays in position. and you'll never have that problem of the stamp sticking. Last one to do, so you know what stamps there are, and that's how I store my cling stamps. So I hope that's a useful tip for you. If you take a bit of time and trouble at the beginning, then you won't have any problems later. Thanks for watching. Bye.